friends, enemies, lovers, and rivals. Welcome to episode 60 of the Great Pendragon campaign. That's right, 6-0. Still here, kicking it. I'm your illustrious host and MC, Eric. Joining me are my two brave companions, Colin and Jim, as we explore the world of Thuriana. In the year 512/513, we've been blessed by a guest last week, but it's back to us. We got to finish up this year, go through the winter phase, and get on with 513.
Do it.
All right. So we wrapped up with a big old battle, as we do. The Battle of Bassa's River is what has been called. And if y'all remember, do you remember the greatest hits from the battle?
This was the one where we were kind of out shitty at crossing a river. It mostly is what I remember.
Yes. Yeah, against the Centurion King. Rip and Beast. Malahut, up in the north. The north. So you all lucked out, fought bravely, and fought well. Lots of great crits. And now we're going to open up in the fall. Gareth, Winterborn Gunnet's being pillaged.
Yeah, of course it is.
So I need you to roll Siege, and because you rebuilt the walls and you spent the money for repairing it, you can roll at your full defensive value of +5 to your Siege.
Oh, yeah. Siege +5. Auto success. Almost a crit.
Almost. Well, you still get to check Siege this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't suffer any wounds because you don't take any damage from it, and nor any buildings with a successful siege roll. However, I do need you to roll 2d6 and take the lowest of the numbers. And this will just gets added to your fate this year.
3.
Nice. I would like to remind you all that this has been a very brutal year. For crops. It has been snowing, right? Remember it was snowing early? It is kind of across the way. Everyone here is kind of having a bad year.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think that will wrap up the fall in terms of important events. If there's anything you all want to do, I'd be happy to hear it. But then I do have some notes about going into winter, some events that happen.
Gosh, is this the year that Gareth dies? No, not this year. I'm holding that like the sword of Damocles over the audience, who I think expects Gareth to die in battle. When I am perfect, I am really willing to like Coen Brothers him off screen.
Yeah, you just like pull the plug.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that out there for the audience. It's just that little spice of tension. I might just Coen Brothers Gareth off screen anticlimactically, and you'll all hate me for it, and I can't wait. But not this year.
Not this year. Let's see. I had wanted to visit the Isle of Man or Orthrin's Manor, but it was a few episodes ago I might have mentioned it, and I hadn't really followed up about it. So I think that Gorthrin is instead going to prepare to. We had a lot of money burn a hole in our account, right? We got like 50.
We have a lot of money. I'm kind of at a loss with what to do with it because I can't build up Winterborn Gunnet anymore without pissing off the Earl.
Yeah.
East tournaments party.
Feast. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Why not? Why not throw some feasts?
One of the things that I kind of like how the rulebook suggests is that you can just spend money to upgrade the manor, which is like you buy. I don't know where you're buying new shit in 513, honestly, but like
plates.
It's very abstracted. Yeah, you're like new carpet,
new tapestries.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah,
new countertops.
Yeah,
Because
so
it all goes into your glory.
I got 20 Libra. I think I'm gonna blow 10 of it on a feast.
Yeah. Want to have a Christmas feast?
Yeah, a Christmas feast. Yeah, a Christmas feast.
For the born?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's like a yearly tradition at Winterborn Gun It, but it's not like a widespread thing. Because again, a gun like a born, like the water recedes, so like you can walk across it because it's chalk at some points. So this would be like the freezing of shit. Wait, does it go down in the winter or the summer? I forget.
It would go down in the winter because it freezes up north in like the mountains or whatever where it's from. So
Right.
only when it thaws out it would be.
Yeah. Yeah. So this would be like the drying of the river. It's like we celebrate being able to see the bottom of the river.
Yeah, so I imagine there's always like a little kid or something who comes by. It's like the river, you can cross it. It's time for a feast. It's that's the sign, right? The first time it comes over, so all the kids are excited.
It's like Phil the Gopher seeing his own shadow.
Yeah, right. Like the first time you can cross it is the time.
It's specifically when it can support a person. So there's a tradition of like shoving a man's weighted rock across, and like it doesn't go through the ice. So it's like there it is. And then we have a feast, and we bring the rock into the feast hall and like serve food on the rock.
I love that. How does your brain come up with this? That's so good.
I think
we're blessed.
Honestly, I just think of what is a dumb, meaningful thing that someone might do, because all traditions they're fucking dumb, but they're so meaningful. That's it. That like it's not deeper than that. I just think of something that's kind of dumb but has a meaning that's pretty apparent. There you go. That's culture. Somewhere a sociologist is gonna fucking murder me.
No, other one. Actually, there's probably a sociologist drinking, being like, "That's it. That's fucking it. Oh god!" And spill their wine.
I wrote 300 pages trying to convince someone of that.
My entire dissertation.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down to 10 Libra in the bank.
All right. Well,
Good things to.
Yeah. I was prepared to go into the spreadsheets, but I guess we're going into the feast part instead. So lovely. Do.
The audience is like, finally, spreadsheets. I'm like, nah, another feast.
Whisper now.
Not yet.
Fuck, did I forget to take my medicine?
I wish I had Christmas music on for the Christmas feast. I wish I actually. I want to make a Christmas themed graphics for the Christmas episodes. I don't want to get like in a lawsuit, but I would love to have like BBC pictures as the watermark for the Christmas episode. I imagine the BBC produces this show.
Yeah.
Big money. The British Broadcasting Company. All right. Yeah, so plenty of snow outside. Everyone was kind of worried there wasn't going to be a feast this year, all things considered with the harvest and stuff, but no, there must always be a feast.
Something.
So I am automatically above the salt because I'm hosting.
Yeah. Indeed. You can still roll your appearance and all. I just don't think you could fail. So like if you wanted to like get your glory and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it just because I have my valet. So.
Does Sir Gareth dress in the green of Saint Nick? And you literally crit.
There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah.
So you rely on your valet.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to.
But let me ask you: Is this a Christmas? Like, who are you Saint Nick? Like, what are you an elf? Like, what are you you know what I mean? Like, what are you are you Joseph? Like, is it like a nativity play? Like, what is, you know what I mean?
Olive green they were made, both garments and man, a coat tight and close that clung to his sides, a rich robe above it, all arrayed within with fur finely trimmed, showing fair fringes, of handsome ermine gay, as his hood also was, that was lifted from his locks and laid on his shoulders.
I don't know who that poem is, but yes.
That's Gawain and the Green Knight.
Oh.
That's the Green Knight.
So then you are dressed in green.
Yes. Yeah.
Lovely. Near the salt for you, my friend.
Well, I think that only technically gives me a +10 to my appearance, because that was for fashion, not appearance.
Yeah, and you could crit.
No, I just regular success.
Just a regular.
Well, everyone is very impressed.
Yeah, this probably. I'm gonna check because it was Ethelred's fashion skill, and they crit it, so I think it goes up by 1. Or not, or is checked.
Yeah.
Oh no, it naturally goes up.
It goes up every year anyway.
At the end, yeah. As long as it's under 15, then it's like the D6 thing, then the D20.
Okay. I just think it reflects very well on them then.
Yes.
This outfit is like, I wear it well, I look good, but everyone's really talking about how well the outfit is made.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks all nice. You got all the... Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the food. Roast pheasant, bream and eel pasties, and elderberry divination cakes.
Yes, pasties.
Gareth is
You're a traditionalist.
Gareth is going to warn Gorthrin about the downfall of the Choldertons and pasties. Like, this is dangerous food for your people.
We don't live long enough to get gout. He stuffs his face. It's delicious. It's all buttery.
Hey, elderberry divination cakes, that would hit the spot right now for me.
Right? I'm assuming it's like, I don't even know what a divination cake is. I'm assuming it's similar to like the astrological food that we eat.
No, it's literally, I'm getting hits for alphidomancy.
Yeah, I literally just had that open too.
Like, yeah, I think it's
from barley.
literally like a fortune cookie, but it's a cake.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, nice.
There's sort of like that German tradition where they hide like a little pig in a cake or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And like being the one to find it. Or that New Orleans thing.
Hiding a plastic baby Jesus in a king cake.
Yep.
They are, I found soul cakes as well. Soul cakes, but they're eaten during All Saints Day and All Souls Day.
People can't help but just put stuff in food, huh?
Yeah, especially the medieval, like
they loved it.
From they rediscovered the Latin, like, you know, Romans did it, and they were like, oh shit.
Yeah, let's put these birds inside this other bird.
Wouldn't it be funny that if we
these two animals together?
Wouldn't it be so cool if we roasted a pig, but inside, instead of its guts and stuff, was like sausages and stuff inside, like it's, you're butchering it in front of you, but it's all cooked, and like, wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't it be great?
Yeah.
Gastronomy is not a new thing. It's just the newest permutation of people's inability to leave food alone.
Yeah. Food. I should have eaten. All right. I believe, Sir Gareth, you are first to act in the feast.
Yes, I cannot draw cards, which is the real tragedy, but I can get drunk, which is what I'm going to do.
Getting drunk
Nice.
at your feast.
I'm going to
And
drink,
you gain 2
Right, some drink.
geniality.
just for being there. Yeah, and I think I have to roll indulgent. Temperate.
Yeah. So you're trying to fail your indulgent check to get drunk.
Yes. Okay.
Depends on the modifiers. There's modifiers to it depending on what you're serving, but I believe you're just serving general wine.
Yeah, general wine. I haven't sprung for anything better than that. So
Yeah.
Okay. Boink. Success.
Nice.
So I'm drunk.
No. You failed. You wanted to fail your indulgent to get drunk. When you
No. So I roll indulgent. Result success. I'm drunk.
You give in to indulgence.
Yeah. I if I succeed at indulgent, it means I indulge.
No, when you fail your indulgent check and gonna get drunk, roll indulgent one more time. That's what.
Oh, okay. Okay, so people who are indulgent and have a high indulgence are less likely to actually get drunk because they're alcoholics. Okay, that makes more sense.
Right. So that's what I was saying here.
Right.
Okay,
There's a few times where it kind of like sometimes you're rolling it against temperance.
Okay, and because I succeeded, I get a geniality. If I had failed indulgence and gotten Schwasty face, then I don't get the
Geniality.
That's okay. I'm remembering the trade-off of why you would do this versus something else.
But instead, you would get the drunk modifier, which is an additional +5 to flirting, orate, lustful, reckless, indulgent, and valorous.
Right.
And
right.
then -5 to everything else.
Yeah. The meta game here, guys, is if you're going to be pulling cards, you get drunk first. You drink before you mingle. It makes you better at mingling.
Right.
Yeah. It's basically calling on a passion.
Yeah. Except that passion is a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. I'm
Nice.
here for it.
So is this wine anything in particular? This just a fine vintage?
Yeah, just this is good stuff.
Okay.
I'm sipping. Gareth might be at that age where it's just like wine upsets my stomach if I have too much. I want to get drunk, but I also don't want a stomach ache.
I'm at that age. Gorthrin, I believe you're at 3 cards, right?
No. Well, it doesn't matter in this case. He's going to flirt.
That's right.
So, who here? Who's there to flirt with? Is it the usual suspects? You might. Even if Miff's here.
Yeah. There's a couple people here.
All the Born Knights would be here.
Yeah,
Like
so
they'd be invited, rather. I don't know if they show up. Sure.
Let me just do a quick.
Yeah, but no, I was curious me about anybody new or anybody special.
No, everybody makes it. Nobody. All right. So Gareth. So I quickly went over before the start of the stream. I was like, who are the Born Knights again? And I had Gareth, Gorthrin, Dwinwyn, Miff, Sigbert, Myriad, and Beryl. Miff of Uppershoot, Sigbert of the one next to Uppershoot, Myriad of Dauncey, and Beryl of West Earl. That's what I had.
Yeah. And that's not all the ones that live.
No, that's not everyone.
There are more. Yeah. Those are just the ones who are like in the Confederation, as it were.
Correct.
Is Beryl our Beryl or just someone named Beryl?
That's right. There's several barrels.
There's
a barrel of barrels.
We have several Pedrogs and we have several barrels.
Description: low honor, West Earls. Nope, it's that barrel.
It's that barrel. It's my first failure as a mentor. That's what it is. But he joined the Confederation, so
yeah. Okay. All right.
Actually, he's the only surviving barrel in my notes. Every other barrel is dead.
Most of them died at Boulder's Gap.
Yeah, that's true. Took a lot of barrels.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Ton of barrels.
Pedrogs. It winnowed our name list down.
Pulling.
We had too many Pedrogs, too many barrels.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right. I think Gorthrin's just gonna flirt with like one of the staff, one of the domestics. How many rounds are we going?
I believe 10 warrants you 2, and then it's like 10 per additional. That's what I thought we were doing.
Sounds right.
Flirting, 11. So you succeed. Everyone loves your chatter. Your ability to small talk and make people feel important is just, you have it.
Orthrin is coming to terms with the fact that perhaps his place is not on the battlefield, but elsewhere, where he can win his blades.
What is the thing that they are so excited to hear about from you?
Ooh.
Was it your latest exploits? Is it about your new horses? Is it about hunting? Speaking of which, Gareth, I am going to need you to make a roll after this.
Yeah, I think let me look real quick. I think he's really on it. Probably about. Okay. He is. We have the prisoner, right? The
Malahut Knight.
From the Malahut, and so I think he's just on it about these people from this land. So you can believe they still are, they're even doing stitching, and it's just going on and on and on. They live in their floors are made of dirt, and they're not like a southern knights, more sophisticated, closer to the continent. I feel sorry for them. They really do. They should join the people.
Closer to the continent.
So there is so I need 2 things, because that's awesome, Jim. Yeah, absolutely. So they were like, that's so horrible. They're like, how could they live?
Malahut
by
Knights.
keeping him at Jolverton, honestly, to be sure.
They don't even know.
They don't even know.
And Silchester calls us backwater. Like where you were.
Or some more.
Welcome to Malahut, the Silchester of the North. Or Salisbury, yeah.
Oh, the Salisbury of the North.
So there's, yeah. Oh, I love it. We have a surprise guest come in, unexpectedly visiting you, Colin. Mm-hmm. It is your daughter, Glessig.
I was gonna ask about her.
She comes in holding a baby, swaddled. Her name's Horsa. Beautiful, healthy child.
Oh. Gareth is going to spend the next feast round trying to repair his relationship with Glessig.
Yep.
I think he is moved by the fact that he is now a grandfather.
Sure it is.
And Glessig is moved by being a mother.
Like Gareth.
Or parental. Yeah. Grandpa. It's yeah.
Yeah. I like almost immediately I think Gareth raises a toast. So mechanically I'm gonna be drinking again.
Nice.
And is going to announce
orator.
And is going to announce that this is no longer just a Christmas feast. This is no longer celebrating the sliding of the rock across the ice. This is now celebrating Horsa. This is celebrating my grandbaby. The baby. I want to roll indulgent because the focus is not on giving a good speech or making political connections. It's on getting slap happy drunk.
Okay. Yes, please do.
Fuck! I'm too good at drinking.
So what I think what's going on is that no, you're trying, but What you're not planning for is that people will keep like pulling you away to do things, and you're like, my wine, no shit. You know what I mean? Like there's always that. So it's like you never get a chance to just sit down and like actually enjoy your wine. You always have to set it down to go talk to somebody, or like someone pulls you away for a second. You're like, but hold on. Like, no, I need you right now. That kind of stuff. You're like, why?
That's fair. Yeah.
So whatever you're drinking, is not enough to get there.
Right, I'll take the geniality.
Yeah. Get 2.
No. 2.
Get 4 down.
2 more.
Yeah.
Well, I get 2 for the first and second passing my indulgence.
Oh, but then you also, exactly, the skill checks as well. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Corthrin. The pasties are out.
They sure are. All right. Some of that cream with my eel.
Is that kind of fish?
Yeah. I know that from Stardew Valley. I have not hit 6K yet, so I only have 2 cards, I think.
It's also a Star Trek species.
Yes.
They're the ones who all look like Leia in when she rescues Han from spoilers. Return of the Jedi.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
In case anyone doesn't want Return of the Jedi spoiled for them.
Oh, these are, these are kind of sad cards for you, but these are also very apropos cards.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, we got Lead the Dance, where a lady is picked to lead the next formal dance, and she chooses you to join her. And then Stewardship. Some knights are talking about their management of their estates.
Yeah. Really.
I kind of think your wife would like ask you to lead some sort of like dance for like your kid, some kind of thing, you know?
I was leaning towards that only because
grandchild.
Yeah, it seems like the more like everybody knows that Gorthrin doesn't manage his estates, so it's like it's his neighbors. He's not going to like try to big up. It's one thing when you're in another county, nobody knows who you are.
Yeah,
like I know what you do. So yeah, I'm going to lead the dance.
I like how sometimes when we pull these cards, we kind of consider the ones we don't choose to have also happened, but like without our involvement.
Yeah, they keep passing by. Oops,
yeah.
Missed opportunity. Oops, right out of that one. All right. There we go. Okay, so this is just dancing, not versus anything else. You know, he's been looking around to hire another dancing instructor. So,
hire another
count as a bonus. He did that 1 year after he was married. Okay, does dancing get the geniality bonus?
I think it's like basically everything gets.
I'm pretty sure. Like
any portly skill.
Compose, courtesy, dancing. No, it does. Compose, courtesy, dancing, falconry, flirting, gaming, heraldry, intrigue, orate, play, romance, singing, and tourney.
Falconry.
Yep.
If you give me a box of wine and a falcon, I'm not gonna get better at dealing with the fucking falcon. The more I drink.
That's all you're gonna do with a wine.
Yeah. If you're comparing my falcon wounds before and after I start drinking, I'm gonna have more after.
And go Falcon. Go Falcon.
Immersion broken. Greg Stafford, you hack.
Come on.
Oh no.
Perfect. Yeah, so close. Oh.
You know,
I have a geniality bonus.
Yeah, you got 2 for your geniality.
Not 2, which bumped my threshold from 6 to 7. That's a crit. Because I only my base skill is 2. I added 4. Added 2, that gives me a 6. Should have added 3. That would have given me a 7.
So you crit it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is a crit.
So I think, okay, I want to make that diegetic for a moment. So I think what happens here is there's this unfamiliar dance that your wife is leading you through, right?
Right. There's a falcon, and
No, we're not no. But thank you. Right? And I think there was still like your relationship has been on the mend. And but I still think there was this sort of like you're not used to being led by her for like anything.
Certainly. Yeah.
And then there's that sort of like part where people are like watching you and you're supposed to be this important and you realize it's better to not fight it, and that like when you let her like lead you truly, like there's this part where like the part like there's some really nice part of the song where like turns and it gets to a Disney esque part, right? And it looks beautiful.
Yeah, like he first step maybe he like catches the hem of her dress or something like that, or like brushes up against her foot like he's about to stomp on her, and visions of their matrimonial dance.
Yeah. And
flash through his mind.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fear. Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, no, got this.
Beautiful. All right. You'll get check dancing and give yourself an extra 10 glory. Basically another bit of geniality. Just say an extra bit of geniality for it.
I can't get the scene from A Knight's Tale out of my head now.
Yeah, definitely was getting that feeling too. What's the name of his country? Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein. It's a dance from Gelderland.
Yes. Yep, and David Bowie. The medieval version of David Bowie.
Everyone always suggests like Excalibur for like a keynote for
a touchstone. Yeah.
I suggest A Knight's Tale. Yeah,
Knight's Tale's a good one. Yeah.
Yes, because when we're getting to that part of the period, it doesn't fit earlier. It fits really good later.
Oh, right. Yeah, once there's like proper tournaments and shit.
Yeah,
sure.
Like the tournament period stuff, like absolutely. We're getting into like, it's almost like Formula One racing, right? Like everybody's plumage is right, everybody's things are on, and it's a much higher stakes about who we are.
And even if you don't want to play it campy, you still have Ivanhoe, right?
Yeah.
That's another really good touchstone for these tournaments where it's like, yeah, the nameless knight and King Richard and all the Crusaders, right, coming back. That's a great touchstone for like the difference between the knights who are like there to fight and the ones who are just there to have fun.
Yeah, certainly.
And I can't wait to have different tournaments in different places where we're having that same exact power differential of like, who are you compared to you all being the top dog, being like, who is that, right?
Right.
And the power level, it's so good.
Good stuff.
Right. Let's calculate our glory.
There's only a 2-rounder, right?
Yeah, just a 2-rounder. The musician stops and the big huge thing on the screen says insert more coins. Insert 10 more coins.
So 5, 12. Christmas feast for my grandbaby. How much glory do I get for throwing it? It's 100.
Yeah.
Or 10. Yeah. Okay.
100. 10 per dollar spent, and then you get all the additional parts of a feast.
Yep. Okay, and that means Acewin is. I'm gonna roll to see if they were near the salt or not.
Yeah, good call.
No, they were below the salt.
Oh.
They were below the salt with their wife.
Roll. Yeah, but this is your house. I think they need to roll pride. There's a part here where you're demanded to be seated better. And I feel like there's a question of that. And I think you need to roll test pride.
Ooh, yeah, okay. So Acewin demands a better seat.
Yeah, so Acewin, yeah, okay. So Acewin has demanded a better seat. And I probably should have looked this up before we got into this.
No, this is great. This is a great little moment. Because I originally framed this as like a Knights of the Bourne feast.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly, I think I gave a priority to knights like Miff and the rest.
Yeah.
And my daughter comes up and is like, Father, I am also a Knight of the Bourne, and I am your blood, And right now, I'm sitting down with the barrels.
Audible nose picking sounds.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, okay, we didn't see this during the feast, but let's. She demands to be seated higher. Do you acquiesce?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. She's right. She's my blood.
Yeah.
I try to honor the Confederation, but the fact is, that's my fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Newlywed, swooning over her wife.
Yep.
She needs a good seat. That's bad. That's my bad. And so the question is, which of the Knights of the Born do I piss off? By being like, hey, go sit with the barrels.
Would you like to roll?
Give me the names again. I might just choose.
Dwinwyn, Myth, Sigibert, Myriad, and Beryl.
Dwinwyn.
Okay.
Yeah. Been any scenes with them.
Yeah. Sigbert is the other on the chopping block. Like, they were the easy sells when we first formed it, so they get less respect.
Right.
Yeah, they were the fence sitters. Yeah. Dwinwyn was Freyed and Grade's child, who's at Idminston.
Okay.
Which I think I brought us over to Salisbury, but I'll bring the game screen as well, just for people. If you all remember, Idmiston is right here.
Yeah, they're my
neighbors.
Most direct neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're no longer. Yeah. They no longer have that church night there. It was a while back.
They don't have a what night?
It's like a church night, like a
oh yeah. They were. It was promoted
when he was under his wardship or something.
Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, that was wrapped up.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was because Dwinwyn wasn't of age. There was basically like a knight regent almost for Dwinwyn. Yeah. But Dwinwyn's 25 now. I don't think I just ever paid any attention to the timing of that. But good point.
9 years since then.
Yeah,
it's been nearly 10 years.
It's been a minute, but
God,
since all this.
Look, there's a lot of subplots that sometimes they just get left open, and you know what?
Absolutely,
that's okay.
Yeah, the Irvin's last kid is 9. It's like, yeah, it's a long time. They're a page somewhere.
Ooh, okay. She is not married. Surprising.
Knight of the Born.
Dwinwyn is not married yet. Despite she is 25. She needs to get a child. She needs
absolutely why I chose that. Retconning. Yeah. Like, yeah, you're easy to move. It's just you.
Yeah.
It's like, and trust me, I can put Acewyn and her wife like basically in the same seat. That's how Acewyn is.
They're feeding each other again.
Jim. Feeding each other pasties.
So in love with their wife.
You absolutely have.
Certainly Gordon has.
Just not that affectionately in that way.
Not in public.
Yeah, not in public. No. Or when absolutely proud Cholderton like a velociraptor.
Oh yeah. Little screeching noises and everything.
Yep. That's what love makes you do, okay? All right. Cool. You get grave news though, Colin. And actually Gorthrid as well. Kind of everyone for the Born. This winter, Wolfius was attacked by an assailant in Sarum one evening in Earl Rofus's court. The murderer, or attempted murderer, was slain by Wolfius.
God bless.
But Wolfius was wounded. Now, his prognosis is auspicious. Right? He's currently recovering. He should expect to make a full recovery. Wolfius swears his innocence and that, he was never, he didn't want to break any hospitality rules or, anything like that, but he simply like saw someone running, with a knife somewhere and intervened. But they died, and so it wasn't clear who the target was. But Wolfius saved the life of somebody.
Cool old dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Earl is rather cold about it. Obviously, he's doing the and you can get this from the letters. Is kind of why I'm giving this to you. Because normally in this situation, he would like be congratulated and things like that, and like maybe even like given some sort of like special post, like an appointment, or something like you just saved our lives, like welcome, shake hands, have a nice little recognition. But instead, it's sort of like this is like buried on the 8-page A7, of sort of like the news that you're getting. So this is like seems weird that he's not getting recognized in the way.
Damn it, Rufus.
Yeah.
So that's why I pointed out, right? Like you shouldn't have had to wait to hear something like this. Like this should have been news and like, oh, where's the feast? I'm like, well, there isn't going to be one.
This,
yeah,
Rufus.
Right. Yeah.
Need my feast.
Yep. But no. So
Interesting.
God, how old is Ulfius? He was not young.
No, Wolfius, not Ulfius. Wolfius, your kid.
Wolfius,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's so much different than what I had in mind.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Wolfius.
No, that's so. Oh my God.
In Sarum.
Because Gareth hasn't fucking talked to the kid since he gave him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically raised by your grain.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally like, no, he's a bastard, not my kid. Technically, that's weird because Wolfius is the son of my lover and my wife.
I don't think that's true.
That's
I don't think
what I have in my notes.
You're correct that it's not your child, but you don't know who Elaine slept with. I don't think that was ever disclosed.
Okay. I may have just assumed then.
Yeah. I think that's actually true. I think you just assumed who it is.
Well, because who else did she take as a lover? I know for a fact she took Anarian as a lover.
Yeah.
That was part of her like whole power play between each other in those early years.
Yeah.
The
good old days.
It was very spicy. It was the spicy old days. The only other person it could have been is Ferumbras. But like that I never thought was consummated. I thought that was a one-sided thing where they were confidants and Ferumbras was probably holding a torch for her, but I don't think Elaine gave a shit because Ferumbras was not the social strata that she was interested in.
Yeah.
Okay. In Gareth's mind, Anarian is the father of Wolfius. So that's
I love that.
Yeah. We may never know the reality, but that is what my character thinks.
No, I can't wait for English majors who look at this as the sole truth of the times of this to write a 5-page paper about their assumptions of who it actually is.
Yeah, I'm going to make my students write that paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, watch these 80 episodes. 120 hours. That's the class. The class is watch my Twitch game. I think I told you one of my students figured out I stream. That was terrifying.
Oh God, jeez.
Yeah, doing digital learning stuff. This whole like fuzziness in the background is not what most professors are apparently technologically capable of. No, and immediately the kid was like, "You stream, don't you?" Like, how? Maybe like because of your chair and because of the like this.
Yeah, 5 minutes later, it pulls up everything you've ever done online.
And that's fine. I'm a fucking goober. They can deal with it.
Yeah. What
I
do you,
did my eval at the end of the semester.
God.
Okay, so the question is, does Gareth go see Wolfius?
Yeah.
That's the question in my head. I can't answer it, so that's a good opportunity to go to my personality traits.
I mean,
think
yeah, normally someone might say this is love of family, but you never really considered him love of family. So I don't think that's the right thing to roll.
no. I'll be honest, I'm actually thinking spiritual versus worldly. Because the religious aspect of infidelity, right? We kind of underplay it, but Gareth is more pious than I think I probably play him as actively.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like I've got a 12 spiritual. I took a fucking religious oath after my experience in the Fey Woods. Like the religion has always been a complicated issue for Gareth, but he's always been sincerely trying to be pious. And so the question here is like, in very strict religious sense, I don't think like he thinks that it's his kid, right? So he doesn't feel that obligation, but there's the very human, very worldly, emotional aspect of like, he's kind of my kid.
Okay.
He's the son of my dead wife. I'm trying, what would best represent the strict, it's like arguing strict liability.
Forgiving versus vengeful.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Do I?
That might be the axis.
Because this is actually.
Yeah, I think forgiving versus vengeful.
This is not about Wolfius, is it? It's about his ex-wife. It's about the infidelity that I've been taking out on Wolfius for literally decades. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, buddy.
Oh, what happened?
Nope.
No flowers and a get well soon card for you, buddy.
Yep.
Stuff to be a bastard.
No, I think Acewin comes and is like, "Did you hear about Wolfius?" And Gareth is like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Aren't you going to see him? No. And like, there's this look of like, "Are you? Would you dare?"
Well, I'll tell him I'll tell him my father sends his best, kind of thing, right? Like in like a very dry, sarcastic,
Yeah. Should I say that you send your best? And Gareth is just like, why would I?
God. Damn. Well,
yeah.
It's not like Wolfius isn't used to it at this point, though.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor kid.
Because he has to know, right?
100%. Everyone in Salisbury knows who the marshal is. And everyone knows that he had 3 kids. And one of them was pointedly given up to someone else without ever stating publicly, this is my bastard. But like, everyone knows it's Wolfius the bastard. I married off Glessig to a good match.
Yeah.
And I have treated my eldest daughter Acewin as my heir apparent, and I have pointedly ignored Wolfius for his 25 years of his life.
I need to think this through, because I would love to go into the Arthurian phase with some fucking Karate Kid level drama of like especially, I'm sorry, not just Karate Kid, the show after Cobra Kai. It's Cobra Kai energy.
Absolutely my guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Okay.
So bad. But
you get where I'm coming at it, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, for sure.
And the truth is, this is not something that I expect Gareth is ever going to pay for. This is Acewin's going to have to deal with constantly facing Wolfius across the tilting field and being like, I don't have a problem with you, but I am my father's daughter and you have a problem with my father and he's dead now, so I'm going to take a lance in the throat because my dad was a dick to you.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
I know.
Love this game. I love this game.
And Gorthrin, you're going to have to mediate it if you're not too busy smooching everyone. Your flirting skills.
Yeah.
You better be
Yeah.
busy. You better be busy. Smooch them all. Jim, you smooch them all, Jim. You smooch them all.
All right.
Got
Well,
things to do.
Then I believe this will bring us to spreadsheets.
Let's do it.
9
dun, dun,
o'clock on the dot for me. Spreadsheet time.
Yeah, spreadsheet time. So
Finishing up Class 12.
Worthing's been wanting to hire bring in some more people to his entourage. He is looking to hire a tailor and a raconteur.
Another tailor?
He has a valet who helps him get dressed and his appearance, but like this would be someone in Childerton who makes his clothes.
Oh shit. That's gonna be fucking expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
It's $3 a year. It's $3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You understand
the-
that's more expensive than outfitting a knight.
That's 1/5 of my tower.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You hire 5 tailors, you could have a tower.
Well, they did 2 for the upkeep and then 1 for the raw materials. Is what it is. If they don't have the raw materials, you really don't get the benefit, which is +1 to your appearance.
I fucking love this game.
It is incredible.
Like I'm not sure on retainer, but like he's putting the feelers out there. Like Childerton's getting that ford, right, or that bridge. There's
Right, yeah, because you got
kind of moving
the
up.
Oh,
you got the road passing right by.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. And the raconteur is only half a libra a year, but they are an orator, a teller of stories,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
So here's something that I'm going to bring up to you as some foreshadowing here, Gorthrin. Folks aren't so that new road coming through, right? You've noticed that like a lot of people don't really care for the road that much. Like they will like just they'll like you've made this road, you maintain this road, and all of the traffic that goes through to Amesbury, like sometimes some people are like, well, I'm just gonna like make this like loop around this part here and basically make their own trails like through your freaking fields, just because like you know what I mean, like the treaded footpaths for whatever reason.
Desire paths.
Yeah.
Those are called
they're
desire
desire
paths.
paths.
Yeah, and like you're just dealing with this all the time, being like, why are you cutting through my field? You know what I mean? So
Fucking orchard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think people like to go there to go see your orchard and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and and just like casually walk through and take a couple apples or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we're going to post somebody up.
So it's not
I've seen
gonna
the Bigfoot documentary. I know how this works.
it's not costing you anything this year, but just so you know, this is going to be that's the upcoming point of contention. So you can
cutting corners.
You can prepare accordingly.
Okay. All right. I honestly I did not figure if I would be able to hire just a tailor. I would like just pluck them out of nowhere because I figure it's like they're pretty skilled craftsmen. But he's putting the feelers out there, and if there's anybody around
I rolled a d6. I accidentally GM rolled it, so chat can see it. But I rolled a 1, so no, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. He's got his ear to the ground.
No, I think the problem is that I think with Arthur, like he's sucking up all the good talent. Like everyone else, like bigger than you, is sort of like grabbing everybody. Right, not just him, but like all of like the dukes and everyone that are like, we need more people, and so it's just really hard to get anybody, especially to Salisbury.
Hard to find good help these days. So he's gonna not worry about that, but some other sort of like housekeeping in terms of how he spends his money. If Helid is knighted in 513, does she have a household? Like, is she going to be part of Childerton's household to pay upkeep on, or is she's the first knight after Gorthrin, who's like a knight? Because Morgan is.
No, she wouldn't be yours. Technically, they serve the Lord in Sarum. Like they're like a household knight for Sarum.
Okay.
So they sleep in Sarum, in the hall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
as part of the Lord's. Yeah, exactly. They're not vassalized to you.
No, not vassal knights, but household knights.
No, I think I'm pulling this out of my butt right now, but I'm pretty sure like traditionally you're not like you're just it's this weird situation where like being the backup doesn't mean anything, and that you are actually you're loyal to the Lord, and therefore you serve in that like household of the Lord. So you're not Cholderton, but Sarum.
Right. If you're not the heir of Cholderton, you kind of don't want to be the household knight of Cholderton because there are no prospects. Like,
exactly.
How are you going to get?
Right. It's like that Charlton Heston movie, or The Warlord, or whatever it is, where the brothers all pissed off.
Exactly. So that's why you don't really. Like,
okay.
So if you went there, it means you have no prospects, and it means that you're okay with that.
Sure. Yeah. Until Allington comes up and would potentially be their seat.
Yeah.
God, that means that there's a part of Sarum that's just like a constant bachelor locker room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's a bunch of these bachelor knights who are household knights and have no real prospects.
Yeah, that's how 60 starts.
Yeah.
You don't start with a manor. You play that part. I would absolutely, knowing what I know now, I probably would start that way, where you all have to be really hungry.
Yeah.
Play
it as like varsity players looking to get their letter jacket.
Yeah. No,
you're the second son. They got nothing.
That's exactly it. You're trying to make varsity squad. That's exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So am I still paying for their horse and armor then?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Technically, Rofus is supposed to. Well, let me ask you this question. Technically, Rofus is supposed to pay for it, but you've just been so kind. He's never bothered to inform you or anything like that, and so he just kind of
you. My understanding was that the head of the household pays for it, and then if that's the father, then that is.
I'm sure that's what Lord Rofus said, but I'm telling you explicitly that Lord Rofus, because he's housing him, should be paying for him.
Yeah, it's the head of the household, and if they're a household knight, it's whatever household they're in. The one. So if they're not in your household,
so he's getting you with a little loophole right now.
Pay for your kids.
You have to pay.
If Erwin was still like not the yearly upkeep, but like here's your armor, here's your horse. That one time, one of the 4 gifts that you have to supply, the equivalent of a dowry, right?
That's all factored into your lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all part of the lifestyle costs. Like after we switched over to it just being strictly lifestyle benefits, like part of the manor was like you would have to spend an extra for like 1 extra crown for whatever your like children are, like how many children you have plus your spouse and stuff like that. Instead, it's all just abbreviated into your lifestyle now.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at it here. The 4 universal aids would have been like minimum of 8. I thought it was a lot more. Okay. Yeah, no. First off, there's like 3 extra suits of armor that Gorthrin had repaired and upgraded that he's been saving up. So that's one of them. Like that's what Erwin was saving him for, and that's what I did. There's armor covered in that, and we've been getting extra horses every year, so it's pretty easy to supply Helid with a horse and arms.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just so you know, we have to do our justice events this year.
Yeah.
But Gorthrin, you're staring down the barrel of a weather this year of 30. Gareth, you're staring down the barrel of a 25.
I don't like those numbers.
Before justice.
Okay.
Choose new numbers, please.
Too late. I've already described how there was early snows and stuff. Told you it was a bad year.
Bad year.
Right. Justice events, though.
Greg Stafford's fault. If he hadn't made this game, I wouldn't be suffering this 25.
He wouldn't be, clearly.
No. All right. Gorthrin. Sorry, I double click it. First one. Let's see. A basic widow and a convincing farmer. Okay, so the convincing farmer is going to try to win this for them. Some convincing farmer was insulting a widow and somehow spun a tale in such a way that it was the widow's fault. About a love affair.
The widow is telling everyone that she and this farmer had this hot tryst and is like really, really denigrating him. And he's like, I never, with that granny, I never was. And she's like, oh yeah, you did. His mill
You
only
was-
got one grindstone as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust of the dice.
All right, so you're rolling against a stat. You're rolling against a stat of 20.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right, they passed. Can you beat a 4?
Oh, is this with my just?
Yes.
Let's see. He cannot.
And you fumbled it.
Bumbles this one. What happens when you fumble?
That's real bad.
Arbitrary.
You force
Yeah,
him to marry.
I know his arbitrary goes up.
You force them to marry is what happens. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Increase your hatred of landlord by 2.
Still,
And then you test concern for your commoners.
yeah, my concern right now are just still at 0.
Oh, so you're auto failing.
Yeah.
So then-
he has
so
to
then you
pass.
just-
He hasn't
then you
done
just-
anything,
Then you just roll a d20 and make sure you don't roll a 20.
yeah, his hatred is now 3. He's from my
The-
town.
You're you never cut your break.
Like, what? No, what?
You never got the hang of it.
Married. Yeah, he's half listening when someone comes in to talk about it, and this farmer over here. Yeah.
All right, so
we both deserve each other. We should be married at once.
All right, so
You were
you're
bragging about the size of his gourd. I'll tell you, that gourd weren't nothing to look at.
that's how they talk in Chalderton.
They sure fucking do, these goddamn yokels.
Ooh.
Ooh, a murder.
Oh,
Ooh.
some
All
proper
right.
justice.
Sir Hercule Poirot, I think, is on the case.
A peddler. It's always a peddler.
Fucking peddler. Something about the home. I mean, it sounds like the farmer's like, this
A
peddler
poor-
murdered my sister.
Oh, I was thinking the other way. Oh, I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking a poor farmer is being framed by his sister about the peddler, about the death of the peddler, because he's
Ooh.
poor and like needed something, and they had a
Oh,
fight or something
yeah.
like that. For they need something in the home, and so yeah, can you suss it out?
Okay. What am I?
Justice.
What's my target
friend.
number?
Let's see. Yeah, it will be a versus test. I get to roll. Is it determining the stat? Neat. Oh, they succeed though.
Okay.
Gotta beat a 6.
I see.
Oh. You catch him.
Yep.
It was the sister the whole time. She was like the second person introduced in like the formula, like Law and Order.
Yeah. It's the one. It's the new character who's played by like a big name actress.
Yeah.
You're like, they can't afford to keep her beyond one episode. She's obviously going to be the killer.
Yeah.
No.
Played by Martin Short.
On SVU, it was always Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
He was like the go-to guy for like high name actor, but we can afford him, but not for more than one episode.
I would absolutely play a version of Pendragon when you're in Sarum doing the varsity thing, in addition to like mystery solving. Like that would be pretty fun. Like especially like social.
What's it called? Samurai D. There's some stories about this he's like the samurai Sherlock Holmes. I think they're young adult novels. I distinctly remember reading these when I was like 13. Someone please look this up. I might be having a stroke. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It'll keep happening over and over and over again.
Samurai Sherlock Holmes has left the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the story of the one I read was like there was a lord who would disrespect. It was kind of a like, and like he was like trying to coax his enemy into drawing his weapon in front of the daimyo so that he would be obliged to then kill himself to save his honor. And that was the whole mystery. Someone look this up for me. I'm fucking lazy.
I feel like somebody has pocketed all of these and is writing L5R adventures.
Good. Maybe they'll be less racist than the ones that have been published.
Maybe.
Okay, so I already have justice checked though.
Yeah. So you do check justice, but on a success here, you reduce your hatred of landlord by 1. You're able to quell the tensions that are bubbling up.
I now have a concern of commoners of 7.
Nice. That's what you'll be testing.
Yeah, I now get a positive from the level. Okay, yeah, I failed.
All right, nothing.
Gareth was interested in the mystery. He still does not give a shit about the serfs.
Yeah.
That's our lord. Dispassionate.
That's our lord. Oh, you know he's got love in his heart every time he casually walks right over us. No one can have such a loving, steely glare as he looks right through you as though you're there.
Oh, man. All right, Gorthrin, I'm
Yeah.
rolling you your misfortune this year.
So,
Can you beat a 19? And I'm going to roll the 25.
probably not on stewardship, because that would be a failure.
Well,
Succeed
I
on my
didn't.
stewardship, but do not beat.
I only passed.
Success is good.
Did you? So you both passed, but I passed at higher.
Yeah.
All right. So then it's going to cost you just a little more to live as a knight. And gun it. You. Did you steward?
I haven't rolled steward yet.
Yeah. Roll stewardship.
Gwern. Hell yeah, Gwern. You passed.
You passed, but passed less. So you also have the same circumstances. You'd be living as a poor knight this year.
All right, so that's 4.
Just $4 extra to live normally.
Yeah, living normally. That's the way.
Okay. Yep. So it's going to be just -4 for your lifestyle costs. Spouse industry. now I want to make spouse industries for a cyberpunk game. It's the megacorp.
Hey, Angarod's been getting a lot better with industry lately.
Nice.
I remember it started as like a 4 for them. So.
Yeah. One Chaldershin.
Oh yeah, children.
What's Sweeteren's industry?
Right there, 2 of 16.
Oh, nice.
No,
Pass.
no crits.
Okay. And then we get to improvement expenses, improvement income, etc., etc.
I don't think I'm buying anything this year because I spent a lot of money on that feast.
Yeah, it makes
We
sense.
skip over experience rolls.
Yeah, we fucking skipped over like everything.
Yeah, we
skipped
just
over a
went
lot.
Right
I
in the
went
middle.
right to spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the people want the spreadsheets. Our audience is a
accounting.
spreadsheet.
I get
fans.
I get YouTube death threats about not enough.
Call
not enough
themselves
spreadsheets.
Spreadheads. Spreadheads. They're ravenous.
Right.
Talk about
We
cells
want
all
to count
day.
every
Crazy.
They have a big green. Yeah, they get big green X tattoos.
Respect.
Super weird. Okay. All right.
Yeah, my AP area is only a.
Oh
I don't improve just.
no.
I don't improve hospitality. I do improve concerned commoners. Don't improve horsemen. Don't
Yeah,
improve
so
sword,
pin
no
in
surprise
that.
there.
I'll bring us over to the winter phase page. That's what
Okay.
happened.
I had a lot of experience rolls and I didn't improve at all.
It is one of those things of this game where you hate to see it.
It's it. All right. And now my favorite part, aging.
But there's something about, I don't know, there's something about it that I really like. I think it sucks more, like the checks of leveling up. I think it would suck more if you played at a pace of like 4 sessions a year, which I know some people do. Like it would be like, oh, are you kidding me? Now I have to spend 4 more sessions at the same level. But like
Yeah.
I think at a normal, faster pace, it's
At
not
the same
as
time, you're probably earning a lot more checks over 4 sessions than we do over the 2. Like, I think it evens out. I don't feel like we're like leveling up slowly, but I also imagine if we spent 4 sessions, there would be a lot more opportunities in scene to push some of these for checks.
Right.
I mean, literally just because you're rolling more often and more likely to get a crit.
Yeah, that's true. But also the way we play, I also give you more checks for free.
That's fair.
For things like I accelerate that process. That's like all of like the rating and stuff like that, giving you just the checks for that, or
okay,
right?
Yeah, I
like
gotcha.
I'm just giving you all of that stuff just as I'd like the solo roll stuff to simulate the extra sessions other people would play.
Is there still raiding going on?
Yeah.
I got pillage.
Always.
Okay, all right. I might take up some extracurricular activities next year.
You got raided in the spring.
I mean, I know we've been rated, but I figured that was like an event table or something. Like, I didn't know, like...
No,
I certainly don't think it's the same rating culture we had during the Anarchy.
That's correct. More what I was thinking of. Like we're rated by like a pissant hedge knight from,
Yeah, we're back to normal levels of rating.
Yeah.
It's no longer fucking Julianus and a war band of brigands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the pissant hedge knights mostly. It's the Bachelor, right? It's the Bachelor Knights.
Bachelor Knights.
It's the people who don't have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How else are they going to get a manor? If they come back laden with booty from a raid. Those are all your experience.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Jack's going to stay. Hey, arbitrary. Does not go up. Boldly. Don't have any check actions.
Hey,
courtesy. Hey, look at that.
Go.
And there we go.
And dancing.
All right. And wording stays the same. That's all right. Gaming goes up. He's been a gamer this year.
Yeah.
Oh, Borthrin.
No heated gamer moments from Borthrin.
Right.
Oh, hunting goes up, which makes sense.
Hunting goes up. And then, unfortunately, I did not.
Borthrin is shaping up to be such a man of leisure.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, because Lance stays the same. And I didn't get a check for sword or any other battle. Oh, no, mace.
How much velour does he have in his, like, it's got to be a significant portion of his wardrobe by now.
At this year, or at least for the last 6 or 7 years, I've spent as much as his glory will allow him.
So, like, every time we have a house scene, like a domestic scene with Gorthrin, he's absolutely just in a robe. Just like a real casual robe.
Never the same one twice.
Yeah.
You have been
Ermine
outspending the guy with an estate that's literally twice your size. Like, I have 4 manors, you have 2, and you are consistently outspending me by a significant margin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, they're just, you would have to start spending money on tournaments and more feasts, and yeah, especially like how much we get for those nights that we, those Malahut household nights that we had ransom.
Oh yeah,
I didn't write down. Gorthrin had one that he.
We both had one Malahut night each.
I promised I was going to give you that. And how about while I look that up, we do aging.
I already did aging. I did not. taken any penalties.
Okay.
Still a
Well,
few
there
years away.
goes,
We need to worry about that.
Well,
I was
household
trying to buy myself
survival.
some time, but guess not.
Well, hold on. Household survival. I can roll that because I still have a wife. Well, I have a spouse. So just don't pull on a lane here. Oh.
I think it's only a 1.
Non-player player night wives. Roll on.
Yep.
Okay. 15 to 40 second roll.
Fuck.
50-50 chance. They're alive. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah. That was not a 1d6.
I'll just take the 5. Okay, it's a 6. Violence. Roll a d20. 5. She was almost murdered by a robber while traveling. Almost.
Oh,
Anchorage?
yeah. Oh, you know what? They've got the horsemanship of 19. I think they just trampled the brigands.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Halt! No. They're breaking in my new fucking Charger, like Hamel car. My fucking 2-year-old Charger full of piss and vinegar, and Angerod's taking them for a joyride.
She comes in and oh my god, literally Angerod shows up and says like, "Give our dear farrier a raise." those horseshoes were. Yeah,
love it.
All right, so those are for his 2 legitimate children.
Yeah, I am still looking for. It must be under matters of wealth. Getting money.
Just looking at it.
Like it's like hostages are like a table to. Yeah, I believe.
Wasn't it in Book of Battle?
No, I think it's literally in the core rulebook.
I literally just saw it because it's near where the 4 universal aids.
In Book of Army, whichever one has the full army lists, I know it also lists for each enemy a ransom value, if they can be ransomed.
So I thought for some reason I was thinking it was just like it was part of like the standard fare of things that you could buy and stuff, and it's like here's the ransom of somebody.
Where's Morian when we need him?
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. Unless I'm fine not knowing how much we got. I don't think we're gonna need it this year anyway.
Yeah, no. So I was rolling these off off a random website, like the stats for this one, so they weren't like from the book.
Okay.
But wow, literally
188.
Thank you.
Yeah,
there it is. Ransom and blood price.
Yeah.
So you got bannerets.
Mm-hmm.
Because these were the Prince's
guard.
Yeah. So these are not landed vassals. But also 240 seems like it literally okay. So the book, everybody, literally goes from knight landed vassal 18, knight banneret 240. There is nothing between 18 and 240. And I don't know I think 240 is a little too much for a ransom here. Okay.
That's absurd. I know. Let me pull up real quick the Book of Armies because those values seem imminently more reasonable.
2d6 times 10 would be 3d4 times 10.
Yeah.
3d4 times 10.
That's good. Up to 120, sure.
Yeah. You probably should get about 50.
That's so dumb. It says if an opponent can be ransomed, but it doesn't list.
Yeah.
They're
80.
That's absurd.
That's when I gives you 80 gold.
So 3d4.
Yeah. 3d4 times 10.
All right.
100. 100.
That's on top of the 300 I still have buried underneath my hall.
Well, I believe that's in a golden set of armor, right?
It's just chapelry. Like you never describe specifically what the items were. Just like here was some relics.
No, I didn't. One of you has a set of golden chainmail.
Yeah.
Oh, Gorthron has it.
Yeah.
Gorthron has his 50.
Yeah.
Right.
And chances are this 80 and 100 here is not in coin either. It's probably in plate and candlesticks and
Oh
you
yeah.
know, the shit they could throw together to.
Nobody's that liquid. Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, nobody's got that many coins. What is this, fucking Rome?
Yeah, so exactly. So you're getting some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Not like nicer than even like tapestry stuff.
There's a reason they looted monasteries when they raided the British Isles.
I think I'm going to start just building statues that are really expensive because, like, how are you going to steal a statue? Dingus. It's a fountain. Yeah. Go ahead, try and raid my fountain.
Dingus.
Yeah,
you got to treat these people like they're first level D&D characters and like, oh yeah, that's a 5,000 gold piece treasure. It's just weighs 2 tons.
Yeah.
Good luck, Tinser.
Have at it.
I love that story, by the way, about Tinser bills. It's like for 3,000 fucking copper. Come on, Gary. All right. Let's just a bunch of gold statues, Gareth.
I have been
show that Earl who's boss.
I have been low-key obsessed with reading and watching after action reports of like old school essentials, like style play, and the idea of like how much you carry and stuff like that has been dearly on my brain. So that's
I played a 2-year by the book original D&D game, and it was I loved it, but there's a lot of like, all right, let's do a lot of regular edition. Let's just add up some numbers.
Old school D&D is
like outdoor survival old.
Yeah.
I would make the argument that old school D&D is essentially a worker placement game. It's a Euro game at its heart.
Yeah.
Jim did not like me adding details.
Everybody's playing their own solo engine. Get as much money out of the dungeon as possible. Very little interaction.
Right? You upgrade to get more meeples to carry shit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you do. And I kept a retainer for 5 levels.
Did they ever get a name?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it is, but they had magic items.
Okay, when
magic user alive.
Yeah. When the retainers get the magic items, you know that's a real bond.
Yeah, they're backup character at that point. 5th level retainer is not a retainer. They're my character I play when I don't want to play my fragile ass magic user.
Yeah. That's amazing. Speaking of random accounting, we got to finish our
the economics shit.
Economics. Improvement expenses. You didn't build anything new, so it's still 4 for Gunnet. Yeah, that's what it was last year, and it's 5 for Chalderton because that's what it was last year.
His orchard no longer costs him anything.
Oh, it's revenue neutral?
It's revenue neutral now for like 10 years and then actually start turning an income. Like, I'll look it up real quick.
Okay. I should make a note this year.
Yeah, for years 5 through 8, it's revenue neutral, and then it's we're in year 5 right now of it. Nice. It actually gets up to that year 17 plus £3 a year.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Gotta plant one early.
Orthron's kid's gonna have a time of it.
Yeah.
All right. Improvement income. I need your apiary rolls.
I got 1.
Oh.
Further up.
Thank you.
Made a profit.
Well, the Book of the Estate doesn't have rules for like increasing the size of your herd. They just have like, if you need to replace it, here's how much it costs.
The horseman stuff is all me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have extra horses.
I actually really like Book of the Estate. I forget who was pushing it. And I think it's just so I'm definitely using it in my personal game. It just seems much lower impact, even if you miss out on the kind of fun granular stuff.
Yeah. I think what we do right now is probably too granular. I think there's a simpler thing to do. somewhere. But
it would be too granular if we weren't on stream. I like it as a means of engagement. The audience likes knowing that we're like building specifically an orchard or an apiary or where the fuck did all my bees go.
Yeah.
Well,
listen, I love this kind of shit. I got that DM for the original D&D game. One of my biggest arguments with him was, can I just invest money in a trade? Like, can I just like talk to this captain of the ship and be like, I just want to give you some money so that you'll be better at it, and then you give me a little money back. I'll just invent this in the world. No, I can't do that.
You invented the skim.
He thought I was trying to get free XP, and I was like, I don't want XP for this gold. I just want to be able to afford my goddamn spell book. I want to be a silent partner on a trading vessel.
Yeah, you so literally are inventing the stock market. Yeah, I want to buy a share.
Ship, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just buying a share in your trade route. Like that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Like, no, you're trying to get free XP. No, I'm
not. The SSGME.
Yeah.
See, that's when you have to roll like, you come back to town and everyone's spending money frivolously because like someone came back and there's a big huge run in the money. And the next time you go there, everyone's destitute and on fire because the stock market fell apart.
It just fell up. Yeah, just fell apart.
Nobody wants tulips anymore.
Somebody keeps pumping all that dungeon gold into the local economy.
Yeah.
The SS GameStop has a meteoric rise ahead of it.
Yep. Led by Mayor Diamond Hands. All right. So I have your base expenses of 10 for. Oh no, wait, that's not. I have to do your expenses differently. Your expenses were obviously you had the feast. You already paid for the wall last year, so I don't think there's any other additional expenses for you.
Yeah, I paid the feast as a hard cost.
Yeah, so I'm deducting that.
Okay, I'll reverse the hard cost then.
Okay, that's leaving a final yearly treasury at 110 for you.
Not bad. That's not bad at all.
Cholderton, you are sitting at 115. But I haven't deducted any of your expenses, so like your tailor and all that stuff needs to come out right now.
Yeah, I spent 9 discretionary this year.
That includes the tailor, or is that tailor plus 9?
Well, there wasn't a tailor available.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You said that.
So yeah, that's with his clothes and the entourage that he currently has.
You're at 106. So I like inadvertently made up this sort of way that we do the income stuff. Like I took a little bit from the lifestyle from the Great Pendragon campaign's suggested way of doing it, but then like this extra little like appendages from Book of the Manor, you all like end up being pretty like equal on the money footing and kind of revenue in and out. You're slowly raising money. It works out pretty well.
Yeah,
it works.
But I agree. Like I don't necessarily need to know whether or not like what state of your tower, is it at 4 HP instead of 5 HP or whatever, and how many things to build. Yeah. But like the idea that your tower needs repair is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Like I like having like those maps of the manor from last year, but I also don't think they're like for play. I just like having a map of it, like
give me maps of things all day.
And there's a reason I started playing role-playing games, and it was started well before I saw it dice.
Maps. Yeah. I love maps. I made a game out of drawing maps when I was like 9.
Nice. Very cool.
Okay. Then we got their final tallies, 106 and 110, respectively.
Stable rolls. I don't want to risk most sweet horses. I don't have that many. Okay, so I got Hamilcar, Prodigal, Aristophanes, and Pyrrhus. So that's 4 horses to roll 4. They're all fine. In fact, they're going to be fine for quite a while. It is now the year 513, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually, a couple of my colts came of age.
Nice. So just remember, you only have stable room for 8.
Yeah, I literally half of my stable is just expected colts.
Yeah.
This year I get my Rauncey and I get a Charger, and then next year I'm getting another Charger. I gotta name this Rauncey. Oh, we'll name it Crassus. Charger will name Hephaestus. Not a Hephaestus, Hephaestud.
Did you want to roll? Could you roll 2d30 for me? All right. These are the descriptions. They bay, tan with black points, and they have a marking on their right foreleg of a pastern, which is white marking ending below the fetlock, which obviously is the knee.
Nice.
He says, completely making that up. I don't know what the fetlock is. If somebody could tell me.
No idea.
15. 15 is Palomino, golden with cream-colored mane and tail. And a 1 is facial marking of a white stripe down the middle of the face. You have several. The other horse you got had a blaze as well.
Yeah. That was Pyrrhus. That was my latest one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Nicely done.
So this one's -3. My stable rolls. Ooh, Charger. My oldest Charger goes out. So I'll make it. So -3. So that's fine. And then my other 3 adults. As I had. Good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
But you have another Charger, don't you? You have several, don't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, he has. He's got 3 plus 2 Charger fulls coming up, plus the one that we got from the battle.
Yeah,
we'll replace the one that died.
Oh, you know who I didn't roll survival for? Alwina, and Aeswin's child.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, the child died.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no. Second roll. They're old. They're older than 1. Okay, they're fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're 1 year old. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not an infant. They're 2 years old. All right, but that sounds like a close brush. I think.
Yeah. Roll. It's illness. Roll it. Yeah. So there was a rough illness. They're okay.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah. All of the causes of death for a child is illness. So illness.
That's fair. All righty.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at whether or not there's anything for. Do you need any horse rolls, Jim? Like, did your horses breed?
I mean, I don't have room in my stable for them, and I've got a good, nice group of Chargers and coursers and the like coming up. So
did I give you an age of the Charger that you got from the battle? 8.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Paul for each.
Do you know the horses are measured in height in hands?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Dungeons and Dragons DM.
That's true. No, apparently not.
Yeah, like up to their chest or their head. I forget. Like what it's to.
I've been following a TikTok about this horse sanctuary for like workhorses, and there's one that they just got called Big John, and it's heartbreaking. This is the biggest horse I've ever seen, and they legitimately think it's one of the biggest horses in the world.
Yeah.
And it's just tremendously fucked up. But to see this horse being rehabilitated and like treated well, it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Oh, God. It will. I'll just be bawling if I look it up. I'll look it up later.
We don't deserve horses.
Yep. Big John.
We don't deserve horses. We don't deserve horses or
No.
dogs.
We taught a prey breed to kill.
And we turned wolves into pugs.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
No, yeah. There's not a lot of animals that'll die for a human.
All right. Family roles.
Heavy.
Did those already?
Childbirths.
Yeah.
Household member improvement.
Hold on,
Oh,
let me
yes.
roll to see if Acewind keeps pumping out kids.
Mm.
Same.
16. Healthy child.
Speedrun is
Hey.
like what? 20? Speedrun's still in her 20s.
One more D20 for you, Colin.
Another D20.
Yeah, childbirth.
20.
That's not good. On an A+, the baby is carried to term. Roll on table +1 for the first child on modifier roll, age 30 or less. Child is sickly, accepting natural 1.
Wait, no, I rolled a 16 for the childbirth. What was the second D20 for?
Oh, my bad. I thought you had to roll on a different table afterwards. But apparently I misremembered. Nope. Don't ignore the D20 then. I literally don't know what I was doing.
Okay.
You can roll a
so they're-
D6 for the
Okay, yeah.
gender.
Okay.
2. That is even is assigned male.
Name him.
The generator.
Archibald.
Okay. I say I can always give you the generator.
Nah. He was born 5.
You don't want another. You don't want a barrel.
There are a lot of things I will do to avoid a barrel. Alwyn is their firstborn, and Archibald is their secondborn.
Nice.
Don't remember what gender presentation Alwyn has, but that honestly,
I think it was she.
I kind of don't care until they come of age. I think I prefer to just roll when they are 10. And it's like, do they become a page or a steward?
Yeah. They just look like little Twitter eggs. till they get a profile picture.
This is for Orthrin's other kid. 10 gets him above the 8, and then 7 is a healthy child.
D6 then. What? Female. But
Speedrun gonna let Orthrin name their kid Kimrick, or is another Saxon?
I think she'll let you name this one since she named the Saxon last time. But also, she says, he's turning out pretty well. So why jinx it?
Patty.
What'd you do?
I rolled on the table. Because I look real quick. So it looks like Gorthred and Speedrun have a daughter this year named Caddy. And looking real quick, I do believe that Conehelm is in 513 will be old enough to be a page. So he turned 7, 513. I'm just looking at his kids' ages.
What was your kid's name?
Caddy.
Oh, Caddy.
C-A-D-I.
Right, it's literally in chat.
Yeah.
Live, baby,
Cadwalla.
Caddy. Corthren, baby, 513. Corthren.
Or 512, she's born. I was
Right.
looking up the other ages. That's what I got on the kick about going home.
Conehelm is current in my notes 5 in 513. So he's 4 in 512.
Born in 506.
That's what I have. Corthren's child 506. It's definitely 506 if that's what I wrote down. That's the only thing I wrote down in the description, so that has to be right.
Yeah, that's all I really know about. So.
Oh, well, let's fix that.
Yeah.
Conehelm.
Oh, no, that's right. We had a
We had a scene with him.
We've had a scene with him last year.
Yeah, he's not growing up to be as big. Remember?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he's not as. Yeah, I recall he's not as big, but the gist of it essentially was it doesn't matter, how big you are, you still have to pull yourself back together and get that stick.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Perseverance was more important in this case than size.
Yeah, they were fighting over Excalibur and who had Excalibur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Gorthron took everybody's bigness.
Yeah. Did we do household member improvement?
Let me see. These are for speedruns 2.
Yeah, I got a
nice. Got a 6.
Stewardship goes up again. Speedrun's becoming quite the steward. 18.
There. Let's see.
Yeah, she's.
Ooh.
Hey.
Angarod also gets better at stewardship.
There we go.
Let's see if Ethelred gets better.
Everybody's been talking about it this year.
Nope. Alwina. No. And finally, Gwern. No. Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
Man. Gwern has just been. Gwern is like one of the oldest NPCs.
Yeah. Gwern has been around almost. I think I hired him like my 3rd year.
Yeah.
Because Gareth has never wanted to do stewardship shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a hired-on steward surviving the anarchy? That's incredible.
Yeah. I put him in the turnip cellar with the rest of our valuables.
Right.
Whenever these brigands roll by, I was like, Gwern, in the cellar. You eat your beets.
Get yourself
You come out when you're out of beets, or I tell you. You're like there are 2 people that can read in this whole fucking village, and you're one of them, and I'm the other, and I don't want to read. Into the turnip cellar.
If you die and you make me read, I will kill you again. I will find that necromancer of Chalderton and I will raise him. Raise you.
Okay. Training and practice?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Training and practice.
Training and practice. All right.
Stats.
You want to continue raise? Yeah.
Raising stats.
I think I'm gonna still raise my attributes. Yeah.
Modest is at 16 now, which is a power gaming move for me to get some more
Christian glory.
Unlocked 16 extra glory for yourself.
Yep. I now get 186 glory.
How modest of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really see it as like a natural extension of him just getting older and like really preparing to hand the reins off.
Yeah.
He he doesn't need to. He's
Not many people in this age get to do that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get to actually prepare for the future.
Sure, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to off him so suddenly and with no
Remorse.
narrative.
Yeah.
No, and also that.
Let's see. I keep wanting to raise my con, but I really also need to raise my dex. Need is a strong word. But I think I'm going with con this year. So he'll have
Acewin finally takes some horsemanship lessons.
Good. And just to clear it with you two, I assume once 6th edition's here, we're gonna convert and go to 6th edition, right?
Okay.
I had assumed, yeah. I have no
okay.
idea when it'll be here. But
Yeah, I don't know either, but I just keep hearing about it, so okay. I figured we were on board with like going to the new rule set.
Yeah. I mean, I read through the whatever the
starter thing, yeah.
The Great Hunt starter hunt thing. Yeah, that looked
like
there's some good changes.
Glory.
I don't have anybody else to level up. Bonuses very glorious.
Threshold?
It was not a good, it was like a great year for glory for Orphan. Like especially compared to some of the other
60 away from glory threshold.
Ooh.
58 technically.
Well, you could you could have spent 10 more for another set of the feast now that you would have got your money.
Before I ransomed the guy.
Yeah.
I had to ransom him after. Pay the caterers.
Yep.
I'm fine waiting.
Yeah.
I'll get it next year. Yeah. I'm sure it'll offset some aging penalties.
Right. That's the real thing.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky with some of these aging roles. I think it's the only reason I've mechanically been able to play Gareth as long as I have.
Yeah. You really like characters just become like dust, right?
Noodle armed. Because it's so easy once you start slipping, holding on to that 5d6 damage it's hard. You have to give up other areas. And I'm like, I kind of want chivalry bonus more than I want 5d6. But then I end up just begging for crits every combat.
Yeah. Well,
Gorthrin's rolling 11d6 on the natural, so that's fine.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So then we're not going to get into 513 this year, or this session. 61 will start in 513.
Sweet.
All right, everybody.
Another war.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. And yeah, I have an idea. I'm ruminating. I would love if Lauren can join us back because we're definitely not done with her character.
Yeah.
Sir
Sir
Balin's got some extra stuff coming in for this year, and so it'd be awesome if actually she could do that rather than me play it. But right, okay, cool. Well, everybody, until next time, we'll see you here for more Pendragon. So, bye, everyone.